Well, Turkey Day's over. Are you full of turkey? Did you have your fill of turkey? Well, now the fun begins. Now there's turkey soup, turkey sandwiches, turkey casserole, turkey oatmeal, turkey and eggs, turkey sausage. You name it, there's turkey coming out your ears for the next week. Please be aware that the comments, views, opinions shared on this podcast are not meant to diagnose a medical problem and/or legal problem. If you do have a medical problem or legal problem, kindly contact a professional.
Welcome to An Apple a Day, a podcast, a resource, a community. Share your experiences and learn from others as we overcome barriers and learn to live a happy, healthy life with a disability. Welcome to the community. Here's your host, Jimmy Apple.
Welcome to another episode of An Apple a Day. I'm your host, Jimmy Apple. This is the Black Friday edition of An Apple a Day. That's right. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. How did you make out? Are you stuffed? Can you move today? Can you think of any more turkey? Can you think of any more food? Do you have any food on your mind that you really want right now? I know one thing. I ate turkey yesterday. Turkey is probably by far my favorite food. I love turkey, but you know what I like even better than the Thanksgiving turkey? I like the carcass of the turkey afterwards. You know, when you're picking the meat off the bones. I know that sounds terrible, but I love picking at the turkey, the cold turkey. You know, you keep it in the refrigerator and you pick at it. I love the stuffing when it's cold. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but hey, that's part of Thanksgiving for me. So how was your Thanksgiving? Was it good? Did you stick to your diets? Go ahead. Tell me you did, and I'm going to call you a liar. Hey, it's one day a year, right? Before we start, let me remind you, An Apple a Day is brought to you by www.famousapple.com. Famousapple.com is the home site for this podcast. Get a minute, go over there, check it out. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can write me at jimmy@famousapple.com. That's JIMMY @famousapple.com. If you want to get a hold of the managers or the administrators for this podcast or for the website, you can write them at admin@famousapple.com. That's ADMIN @famousapple.com. All right, so let me ask. I already told you my favorite food is turkey. I love turkey. I love everything about it. I love the taste. I love the fact that it puts me to sleep after I eat it. I love it hot. I love it cold. What about you? What's your favorite food? Another thing, though. The one thing at Thanksgiving I can't stand. I don't like it. I don't care how you make it. I don't know where they got the name sweet from in this, but sweet potatoes. I can't stand sweet potatoes. Don't like it if you put marshmallows on top and call it candied yams or whatever you want to call it. I don't like sweet potatoes. Now, another thing that I can't eat, I haven't been able to eat since I'm a kid, since I'm 6 years old. I cannot eat peas or carrots in any form whatsoever. When I was a kid, my grandfather used to come over to the house a lot, and he was a funny guy. My mother used to cook peas and carrots all the time. My grandfather hated peas and carrots. And he says to me one time, I'm 6 years old now, mind you. He leans over to me and he says to me, Jimmy, he says, you know, your mother's a slob. And I looked at him, I said, Grandpa, why do you call my mother a slob for? He looks at me with a very straight face and he says, because she cooks carrots and peas in the same pot. I said, she what? He says, she cooks carrots and peas in the same pot. All I could picture was my mother putting carrots in a pot and taking a whiz. Since then, I can't stand the smell of it. I can't stand the look of it. Peas and carrots, they disgust me. Absolutely, positively disgust me. And if someone comes in with pea soup, please, I have to leave the room. I cannot stand peas and carrots. Give me anything else. Any other kid hated spinach growing up. All my friends hated spinach. I love spinach. Brussels sprouts, my friends hated Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. Peas and carrots, wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. And my mother was a sadist. She used to make peas and carrots at least 5 times a week. And I grew up in a time where you didn't pick and choose what you ate. What was on your plate had to be eaten, and you weren't allowed to get up from the table until you ate them. And I used to try and be slick and push them off off the plate and push it under the plate like nobody had ever noticed until they picked up the plate and seen all the peas and carrots. There were times where I sat at that dinner table till 8:30 at night, refusing to eat peas and carrots. And my father, God rest his soul, he says to me, he says, if you don't eat them, he says, you're going to eat them for breakfast. I was like, oh, okay. Well, sure as hell. The next morning I woke up and there was peas and carrots instead of cereal. I hate them. I hate them. I despise them. I don't even like to look at them. Do you have a food that you just can't eat? Like I said, for me, peas, carrots, and sweet potatoes. Can't eat them. Won't eat them. Won't even try them. I don't care how. I haven't eaten peas and carrots in more than 50 years, and I'm not about to try them ever again. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. There's something else that we do around the Thanksgiving table besides eating. We do it every year. And my wife and I started doing this when we first got married, and we'd have people over. We'd say what we're thankful for. And when we were kids, I think my parents tried to do it too, but no one ever got involved. But we kind of pushed it when we got older. And now it's become a tradition. And everyone always says the same things, They're thankful for their health, and they're thankful for the family, and they're thankful for their kids and their jobs and their car and, being together for the holidays. And those are all nice things. They really are. You know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for tradition. I'm thankful for the fact that we can carry this on year to year to year. I kind of get sad, I think, when I think back to when Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, these were real strong holidays when stores were all closed, and these were times for family. There was no one working that day. Maybe you had the bakery open in the morning, or the candy store so you can get the newspaper, or the newsboy delivered newspapers that morning. But there was no department stores open. There was no grocery stores open. Gas stations were closed. The streets were empty. Those were tradition. And sometimes I really wish we could get back to that. I know that may sound hokey or corny or whatever, but that's something that we need. That's something that we need. And especially for those of us who are disabled. And again, that may sound corny, but there has to be a time where we're all on a level playing field, where actually we're all home at the same time, and we're all celebrating in the same way. We're all in the house at the same time. To me, that's nice. Not, well, we're waiting for Joe to come because he's got to work today, so we'll have dinner at 5 o'clock. Or we're waiting for Sally because she has to pick up the kids over at some kind of function, and then we'll have dinner at 3 o'clock. Or, I'd rather have it where we're all just home. We're on a level playing field. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense to me. Tradition. It's something that I miss. I miss that, and I'd love to see it come back. How about you? Wouldn't you love to see tradition again? Or maybe make your own traditions. It's important. Tradition is important, I think. Anyhow, it's official. The Christmas season is here. The holiday season is here. The big guy rode into town yesterday. That's right, Santa Claus came to town yesterday. Now, unless you're like some of these other people that started decorating for Christmas a week before Halloween, which I'm not one of them, but now you'll start seeing the Christmas decorations pop up, the Christmas lights, the Christmas trees, Santa Claus. I love this time of year. But it can also be depressing for some, and you have to look for that. Look for that in others, and see if you see someone that's depressed, try and help them. Suggest help for them. And if you feel yourself getting depressed, I'm going to tell you the secret. I'm going to tell you a secret right now to beat depression in the holiday season. You listening? Do me a favor. Turn the volume up. Turn the volume up as high as you can. You ready? Here it goes. That's it. It's simple. Laugh, laugh, enjoy yourself. Laugh at others. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at things around you. This is not the season to be sad. I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but you have to make an effort. You have to make that effort. You have to laugh. You know, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be together every week, and we're going to talk about this. And we're going to continue to talk about it. We're going to talk ourselves through it together. Together, we're going to get through this holiday season without the depression, without the blues. You know, we worry about, money. Money is the biggest worry we put ourselves through this time of year. And for what? We worry for weeks. For weeks, the whole month of December, we're wringing our hands. And then Christmas Day comes, and it goes, and it's over. And the next day, so is your worries about the money. Listen, you can only do what you can do. And money is not the reason for the season. Remember that. That's very important. People forget what the real reason for the season of Christmas is. We're celebrating the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. It's a happy season. It's not how much money you spend on other people or how much other people spend on you. It's not the amount of gifts that you get or the amount of gifts that you give. It's the gift that you got from God. All right. And you may say, well, you know, this isn't a religious podcast and I'm not into that. Well, take that for whatever it's worth. All right. But this is a season for love. This is a season for loving yourself. This is a season for loving your family. This is a season for loving your friends and those around you. Don't make money the main object of the season for yourself. If you do, you're going to make yourself crazy. Trust me. And like I said, we're going to be here. We're going to be here together the whole season. And if you have problems, write me. I'll write you back. I'll help you through it. You'll help me through it. That's what we're here for. That's what this podcast is here for, to help each other. That's what an apple a day is all about. And don't ever forget that we're here. You're not alone. Remember that, my friend. All right, I got a couple of announcements that I want to share with you. One is from Medicare. December 7th is the final day for open enrollment for Medicare. So if you're going to choose the supplement plan or change your Medicare plan, December 7th is the deadline, okay? And Social Security is warning us again, this is the season for scams. People want to get what money you have. Don't let them get it, all right? Remember, Social Security doesn't ask for your information. They have it. Remember that. And if you're not sure about a phone call that you receive, hang up and call Social Security directly yourself. Don't give any information out over the phone to anybody. Keep that in mind, my friends. All right. Listen, enjoy the rest of the weekend with your family. Enjoy the rest of Thanksgiving weekend here. It's Black Friday if you're going shopping. Be careful. Me personally, I'm going to sit in my recliner and I'm going to watch a repeat of the March of the Wooden Soldiers. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. All right? Enjoy the leftover turkey. Enjoy the leftover stuffing. Enjoy the apple pie. I love apple pie. All right, my friends. Remember this. Always remember this. Things can be worse. Things can always be worse. Right now, someone wishes they were in your position. Have a great weekend. You've been listening to An Apple a Day. Gobble, gobble, gobble. My name is Jimmy Apple.
Thanks for listening to An Apple a Day with Jimmy Apple, your gateway to a happy, healthy life. Join our community at www.famousapple.com. See you next time.